Not every job goes well. Some jobs go bad from the very beginning. I once worked on a job, on a project where even before accepting the job, I knew it was a huge red flag. And let me explain why. See, with this particular client, from my time at the previous agency where I'd worked, the relationship was very toxic. The deadlines that these guys would give, the demands that they would make, the reverts that they would make. And hey, trust me, I am not anti-reverts. There was a time in the early stage of my career where I worked on a project and the final version was, I think, version 12 or something like that. So, I mean, now it's not like that would repeat itself. What I'm saying is, if reverts are valid and there is a good reason behind them, hey, I'm all for it. But some of the reasons we got reverts for from this client were, and I'm not kidding. For example, this man said, my grandchild did not like this part of the video.
What?
And you guys should rework it because this, that. And that was the revert. The part that your grandchild did not like was very fine. Your grandchild is not a crazy person in any way. Your grandchild has no stake in this. And I don't want to really start reliving that memory, but you get where I'm getting at with this. This was a company that I told myself I'd never work with ever again.
I will never do such a thing.
And on the off chance that I ever did, I was going to set some very, very strict rules about the terms of engagement, like how much it would cost for the job, the percentage I was getting upfront, number of reverts, and all of these things. Like I was going to set them out, have them typed out, have them agree to those conditions before even starting the job. But you see, the only reason why I accepted this particular job, the reason why we decided to do it was because it came from a friend. One thing I appreciate both in life and even professionally are my relationships. And many times I've gone above and beyond for people whom I trust or I have a great relationship with, or I want to build a great relationship with, because really I believe your integrity matters and a good name is better than riches. So that was the only reason I accepted this job. A friend of mine was directing. This time around, we were handling post-production. And I figured, well, no worries. Since you're directing, I would collaborate with you on this and we're going to do something great, right? Yeah, that did not happen. See, a lot of work went into pre-production and then even production itself. I mean, the crew was on set, which shouldn't have been the case, but if you work in Nigeria and you've been on the set in Nigeria, you know it happens more often than we would want. The crew was on set till 2 a.m. and the shoot was happening, and now we had all the rushes, so time for post-production. We did the offline edits. The client saw the offline edits and liked it. And for you, those of you that don't know, offline edit is, the raw version. You're just telling the story. You've not added all the bells and whistles like be it VFX, even the SFX, the 3D animation or any other thing, even color grading. Like what you just most times put is like a lot. You've not done like the proper color grading. So that was what we did, right? The client was loving it. Everything was going well. But you see, in the middle of the project, all of a sudden, what they wanted it in a very short amount of time, that even when we told them that this would take time, it was a project that we did a lot of green screen on, so we had to key a lot of stuff. We had to create 3D environment. We spent nights working on this thing, back to back to back to back. In recent years, it's the project that I know we sacrificed and labored so much on. But you see, at the end of the day, when we delivered, and we delivered something good, the client said no, they're no longer going to accept it because it did not meet the deadline that they believed they should have gotten it in.
Oh my God!
Again, it was a lot of VFX that went into this, 3D animations. It was so much work that went into this. But you see, I had already known this client or this company prior to starting this job. So nothing that happened on this project was a surprise to me. I was actually hoping to be wrong, to be proven wrong, that this time maybe they've changed for whatever reason, which, I mean, honestly, I doubt was impossible. But I was hoping that they would have changed, but they didn't. They proved me right that they are the kind of people that you'd rather not do any work at all than take a job from them, because those kind of jobs that would increase your BP that you can't sleep.
You're giving me high blood pressure. Waiting.
You can't wake up. I did not sleep well for a period of time because of this project. Now imagine after delivering the project, you did not even get the accolades you were meant to get. The project never see the light of day because the client claimed they did not like it anymore. So that was what happened on this project. So that's why I started with this and I said, sometimes some projects don't just go right. Now, what do you do in a situation like that? So we made our own cuts, we removed everything that pointed to the brand, and we put the work out there. Because you see, all that work, all that sacrifice can't just disappear. This is still proof of what you've done. And also, it's a major learning experience. So you don't just learn from the jobs that go great, you learn from the bad ones too. The ones that really suck, the ones that leave a scar on you, like this one. And that right there is the lesson. Even when the situation is bad, there's still something you can salvage out of it. Make lemonade out of lemons. So here's a question for you. Have you ever worked on something that didn't go as planned? And how did you handle it? And that's it for this one. I hope you learned a thing or two from this and you've been enjoying this series so far. Again, I am going to be churning out a couple of this over and over because there is a lot of stuff on the horizon and we are excited about it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.